What's up YouTube, it's ZapdosTCG here, and in this episode I'm gonna talk about Tyranitar Prime. Tyranitar Prime is an awesome card. It has an HP of 160 and it has 3 attacks. His first attack is called Darkness Howl, and it's a great way to get lots of damage counters on your opponent's side of the field. It states, this attack does 20 damage to each Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponent's, excluding any Darkness Pokemon, which means that all your opponent's Pokemon that aren't Dark will receive 20 damage, which can work in your favor if you then snipe some Pokemon after that. That way you can get some prize cards really fast. Now his second attack deals 60 damage and it's called Power Claw. It's an attack that isn't affected by any Poképowers, Pokébodies or any other effects on the defending Pokemon. So you can break through Donphan Prime's X-Skeleton without any problem. But the attack cost of this attack is 1 Darkness and a double Colorless energy, which isn't so good considering that both Donphan Prime and Kingdra Prime deal that same amount of damage for a single energy. And Yanmega can even attack for 0 energies. Now to his last attack called Megaton Tail. This is a huge attack that deals 120 damage, which can almost take down Reshiram and Zekrom in one blow. The attack cost is 2 Darkness energies and a double Colorless energy, which resembles the attack cost of both Reshiram and Zekrom, and it deals the same amount of damage too. But if you give Tyranitar Prime some special Darkness energies, he can take those 2 down with a single attack. But there's also a little side effect to this attack. You must discard the top 3 cards of your own deck when you use the attack, which can take away some of your resources like an evolution Pokemon, so that's pretty bad. But when it comes to Tyranitar Prime, I suggest you use lots of Darkness Howls early in the game to get lots of prizes really fast, because when you take down basics before they evolve, the threat of a stage 2 or other powerful Pokemon is gone. So you must have a Tyranitar Prime out really early in the game by having a Larvitar out and using a rare candy and or Pokemon communication. This deck should also include an Absol Prime or 2, because this Pokemon can also put some damage counters on benched Pokemon because of its Pokébody called Eye of Disaster. It states, as long as Absol Prime is your active Pokemon, whenever your opponent puts a basic Pokemon from his or her hand onto his or her bench, he or she puts 2 damage counters on that Pokemon, which is a good way to start off. Then you use Tyranitar's Darkness Howl, and then they already have 4 damage counters on them. So when you put Kingdra Prime in the deck as a tech card, you can spray splash your way to a prize card when your opponent's basic Pokemon has 50 HP or less, which is the average standard of most basics. So that will definitely get you some prize cards. And Kingdra can also take down Donphan Prime, which is the big threat for your Darkness Pokemon. So yeah, up to the next Pokemon, Darkrai Cresselia Legend. Yes, this card can be helpful as well because he has an attack that only has an attack cost of 1 Psychic energy. It's called Moon's Invite, and it lets you move as many damage counters as you like on your opponent's side of the field to any of your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. So when you use Darkness Howl a lot, there will be lots of damage counters on your opponent's side of the field. So with this attack, you have total control over them and you can manage to knock out a Pokemon of your choice. A Pokemon that was completely set up, or a Pokemon with an annoying Poképower or something like that. So that's great as well. And you could also put in a Mandibuzz to snipe for more damage, as well as a Zoroark to copy some of your opponent's moves for when you're out of ideas. And lastly, you might want to put in a Yanmega Prime together with a Max Potion, because Yanmega has a resistance to fighting, it uses no energies, and it can also snipe to get those prizes. And the Max Potion can heal your Yanmega Prime completely without any side effect. So when you use Darkness Howl a lot, you also attack all your Pokemon that aren't dark, so that damage piles up as well. That's why Max Potion is the perfect trainer card for Yanmega to get him back to full health. And I think that's all of the ideas I have for this deck right now. Thanks again for hearing me out. So now to Poké-News. The Emerging Power set is officially released now, and we can see many new black and white Pokemon that were turned into a card. We were expecting to see Victini in this set, but they didn't include it. But it will be included in the next set, which will be named Noble Victories. The set will most likely have over 90 cards, and the pack covers are already revealed, as you can see, as well as the blister promos and the team decks. And the Emerging Power set has some nice blisters as well. These ones were confirmed: Pansage, Zoroark, and Minccino promo. And lastly, the new Noble Victory set will have Kyurem EX as well as Mewtwo EX that I mentioned in the previous episode. Here you can see a tiny image that was enlarged. There isn't any better quality of this card yet, but when there is, you'll hear it in Poké-News. And that's it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and feel free to post your thoughts, questions and suggestions in the comment section as always. And yeah, in a couple of weeks I might talk about something else in an episode, because I already talked about lots of deck ideas in this format and there isn't so much things left to work with. Maybe when I get my Emerging Powers booster box I might try out some new deck ideas, but in the meantime we'll have to wait until more sets get released. So this was ZapdosTCG, thanks for watching, till next time.